Hi, Dan Cricks here, your been there, done that repair shop marketing guru. I want to welcome you to our Straight Talking Money TV. Each month, I'll be bringing you tips and strategies and ideas for you to make more money in your shop. So let's get started with this episode of Straight Talking Money TV. In this episode, I want to talk about the best way to increase your car count. There's three main sources for increasing your car count. Number one is to get your customers to return more often and spend more money with you. Number two is to reactivate lost or missing customers. And number three is to bring in new quality customers. Now, here's the thing. You should be doing all three of these. You have to replace your old customers due to attrition, okay? You want to make sure your current customers don't forget about you, so you have to stay in front of them. And those lost customers, if you're not staying in front of them, you may have lost them, they may have forgotten about you, they may have been lured away by some of your competitors. So, your current customers, you have to stay in touch with them on a regular basis so they don't forget about you, and to make sure that you have front of mind consciousness with them. Now, here's something that you want to know. The average person today is getting over 3,200 messages a day from someone trying to get them to spend their money. Some of them are your competitors. So, a great strategy that I like to use and a lot of our top members use is a newsletter to stay in front of your current customers on a regular basis. Now, it's not a newsletter all about fixing cars and how you fix them and why it costs so much. It's a newsletter that's fun, that talks about a number of different things, may even have a word puzzle in there or something like that. I have members that have been members for a long time, and they call the newsletter the foundation of their business. They also stay in touch with their customers in a few other ways. The easiest person to sell is someone who already knows and trusts you, such as your current customers. And it's usually the least expensive group of people to market to. So the next easiest group of people for you to get to come into your shop, and the least expensive, is the lost customer. Someone who hasn't been in, say, in the last 6 to 9 months. That's what we consider a lost customer. And if they haven't been in for a while, they've been in the past, they know you, they know what you're all about. Send them something. Send them something letting them know that you know they haven't been in for a while. Something that says, "We miss you." Also include in there that for whatever reason they're not there, it's not their fault. Maybe admit that maybe you made a mistake. In most cases, we don't know why they haven't been back. But a lot of times, if they're a good customer and they haven't been in for a while, they may feel guilty about coming back. We have to give them an opening to come back without feeling guilty. And that's why it's always good to say, "We want you back. Maybe we did something that made you unhappy. We're sorry." But whatever you do, you want to send something out to those lost customers. Those are the easiest ones to get back. Now, number three is new customers. Now, thinking about what I just said about the easiest one to get is a current customer, and the second easy is a lost customer, you might be saying, why do I want to go after a new customer? Because you already know they're probably the most expensive customer you're going to get. But you need a steady stream of new customers. I don't care how good your business is, you need a steady stream of new customers. You're going to have attrition. People move away, people change jobs, people pass away. Sometimes they get stolen away from you. Whatever, there's going to be natural attrition going on, and you have to have a steady stream of new customers coming to your shop all the time. You'd be amazed at how many times I have heard shop owners say, my customers are dying off quicker than I can replace them. That's because all of a sudden they decided I have to do something to get new customers. Now, the most common way to get new customers by most shops is shotgun ad. They use some type of a shotgun ad, maybe a coupon mailer magazine, maybe an ad in a newspaper, and a real popular one is Valpak. Now, I'm not here to diss any of those, okay? They may work well for you. That's the most common. I use Valpak very, very effectively. But what I prefer is I like mailing to a targeted list. And one of the reasons, I'll tell you why that's a favorite of mine, years ago when I first started learning how to market my business, I bought a list, a specific list of 1,583 names. I did a mailing to them, a one-page mailing that I sent out that turned into $47,000 worth of business for me. That was a list of 1,583. Now, I didn't mail to all of them all at once. I couldn't afford to. But when it was all said and done, turned into $47,000 worth of business. I think it ended up costing me to do all of those in the end a little over $3,000. What a great ROI. And that's why that's one of my favorite, is to do a mail piece from a good targeted list. Don't just go out and buy any list. So I've given you a lot to think about. Go out this week and take and implement one strategy this week. Determine what the one you need the most is for your shop. If you've never done anything to your lost customers, go out and identify them and do something to your lost customers. If you haven't had any new customers for a while and you haven't been implementing a strategy to get some in, maybe that's the one for you. I know a lot of shops that do a really great job and don't lose customers on a regular basis. So they may not have very many missing ones. They may not do a great job of staying in touch with their customers, or they may not do a very good job of getting new customers in. Whatever it is, go out this week, implement one of those strategies to address those three groups. Pick a group that you need the most and go out and implement one and see the calls start coming in to your shop. I'm happy to announce that Straight Talkin' Money TV is sponsored by Ron Sheets and his company, RJ Media Magic. Many of you have probably met Ron over the years if you've ever been to one of our summits or been on our teleconference group calls. He's been my video marketing guru from almost day one since I became an auto repair coach. Ron is also the co-creator, along with me, of Car Care Minute, a video series for shop owners to send out to their customers via video.